Hi guys, it's Tracy from the Creators Loft. How you doing this afternoon? We're up here in my craft room because it's so gloomy outside and I'm just afraid it's going to rain. And so I come up here, and today, as promised, we're going to work on the silkscreen. Now, I've heard that you can silkscreen, like I said, using a hoop, Mod Podge, and a design, and pantyhose. So what I've done is I have one of the designs. This is going to go on later, but one of the designs here. I've got my pantyhose. I printed out the design. I put a piece of wax paper, or you can use wax paper or the paper, parchment paper. And you Mod Podge where you don't want the paint to go. So I took a paintbrush the other night and I painted where I don't want the paint to go on my pantyhose after I put it in the hoop, and I let it dry. And then all you do is peel off the wax. It peels right off the wax paper, parchment paper, and then you're left with this. Now make sure, like I did the other day, that all the holes that you have in your pantyhose are covered with the Mod Podge where you don't want the paint to go, because if it's not, you're going to get paint there, and that's not what you want. So I put this over here because I have here on the table, or on the counter here, I've already set out our paint splatter that I want to use. It's on a tote bag. I've already put out my paint. I'm using regular fabric paint from Michaels that I bought in it. You can buy it in a big, big box like that. It's fairly inexpensive. And so now I'm going to move the camera down. You're not going to see me, but because I want you to see, we're going to see if this works. So what you need, I put my paint around. You can see the paint here. And I'm going now you're going to need painter's tape or some kind of tape to hold it in place, because you don't want it to move around when you're painting. So I'm just going to take a little piece of tape and I'm going to stick it like this. Oh, and I also put a piece of cardboard in the tote bag so that the paint, just in case it bleeds through, doesn't go on to the other side, because I don't know what I'm going to do with the other side yet, if anything. So just put your tape. Now make sure that it's going on the part where the Mod Podge is, because again, you don't want it to, be in the way of the paint. Now I got this, just a regular card. You can use cardstock, you can use cardboard. I have this little card that came in the mail. It means nothing. So I'm going to use that to scrape it. You can see I tried yet already, but I had to add more paint. So let's see if this works. Here we go. You just want to scrape down. And I'm actually going to flip it over here because the design is a little bigger than I might need a little bit more paint also. So how about we put, well, maybe I can scrape this here off this side here and put it down here like this. Okay. I mean, and your design might be a little smaller. Make sure you have a rag that you can wipe it off your cardstock. So I'm just wiping it off here. But you want to make sure that you have, first of all, you have enough paint. I'm going to stick some paint right in here. My paint's near the end of its life here, so you're going to hear, I always keep a piece of paper towel close so that I can tap it on the paper towel to bring the paint down from the bottom of the bottle. Okay, so it looks like my green is pretty good, so let's wipe that off. Now if this works, you can reuse these canvases. Just wash them off, especially if it's fabric paint. It'll come right off of the canvas. and you can save it. Or, you know, if it's a one-time thing, you can just then take it apart from the embroidery hoop and throw it out. And then get yourself another pair of pantyhose. There we go. I think I had to put the paint a little bit closer to the design. There we go, the blue. Going into the green. There we go. Now you might want to do this one color. I kind of like two colors here. Actually, use the blue over here too because I got a lot of blue on my card. So let's use the blue over here also. And this is fairly inexpensive. To silk screen, the process is very, I mean, it's very complicated. So this is a nice, easy way to get your design onto whatever you're trying to get it onto. I need to wet this. Give me a second, guys. I gotta go to the sink here. I'm gonna wet this here so that it comes off the card better. There we go. Okay. Because I'm getting glitter paint all over me. All right, let's continue here and see with some purple. I buy glitter paint, fabric paint, because I like a little sparkle in everything I do. So hopefully, if this works, and I'm praying it does, because I don't know, I've seen it done online and they had no problem, then I'll have a lot of sparkle in my life. When you buy these boxes of fabric paint, you get the sparkle paint is on the top, in the top row, and then the regular paint, like your, you know, regular blue. This doesn't have any glitter in it. So the bottom row here is just the regular colors. Because, you know, some people don't like glitter. Some people don't like sparkle. I don't understand that, but some people don't. Now we'll do the pink. See how the pink will come out here. All right, we'll take that like that. Hopefully, here, let me move the phone. I'm not sure if you can see exactly what I'm doing. So it's hard to set up on the counter here so that you guys can see every little aspect of it. I will be adding that other design that I have over the top of this if this comes out. But I'm probably not going to use the glitter paint because I want the words to stand out. So it'll probably just be a regular black or white. So all right. Now, throw that in the sink here. Wash it. I gotta wash it off here because that's quite a bit of red that I had. All right, we'll wipe it off real quick. Probably for the other one, I'm going to need another piece of cardboard because I don't think that one's gonna last. All right. Moment of truth here. And you're going to want to pull it straight up if you can. I don't know if it'll come up straight. Let's see. It's coming off. Oh, it works. Look at that, friends. You might want to, I'm going to throw this in the sink too because I'm going to wash that off because I'm going to use it. But you may want to go over it again, but look at it works. Simple, inexpensive way to silk screen. So I'm really excited that it works. We'll have to see what it looks like when it dries. So I'll post a picture later. I got to let it dry. So, and I'll put the steps down in the video here of what I actually did. But I'm so excited that it worked. Now, later on, when this dries, we'll add this one so that I have this design over the top of that one. But you can't do it now because all the paint's wet. So you let the first, part dry, and then we'll add that. But I'm so excited that it worked. You could have probably used a little more paint. I'll have to look at it and see what it looks like when it dries, because as you can see, it's black too. It's black, so I may use a different, more paint, or maybe I'll outline it so you can see it better. It's there. It's just that it's wet now, so it doesn't show up as brilliant as I thought it would. I'm not displeased with it though. I'm just shocked that it actually works and you can do it this way. So thanks for joining me for this quick tip. I hope you try it. If you have embroidery hoops laying around, it's a great reuse of them if you're not going to embroider anymore. And we'll catch you later. All right, you guys have a great afternoon. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.